Get some exclusive stuff here, Mike. Make it good. Don't waste Mike's time.
What's going on, Mike?
Well, I feel very well. Physically, I'm hurting a little bit. Believe it or not, what hurts the most is my knee from like getting rug burned. Like if you look at the replay while I'm hitting this guy, I'm just like repeatedly just smashing my knee and giving myself rug burn. So that hurts more than anything right now. It's very strange.
I mean, it's a terrible pun, man, but it's a tough break, right? I mean, first you're right, now you're left, man. I know that you could tell after the fight you were noticeably upset, man, but now you've had some time to kind of think about things, man. Where do you go from here?
You don't have a lot of time to think in 30 minutes. I need to do a lot more thinking. As a follower of Christ, my main priority is service to God, then to my family, and it really does weigh on me wondering what my life's going to look like with my family if this is how I am for the rest of my life. I really worry about that. I do need to do some thinking. This is just not a cool thing, you know. So that's why. I mean, I feel like my life is kind of flashing before my eyes right now as this is happening. You know, this being like my fifth hand surgery. You know, is going to be my fifth hand surgery in like 5-6 years or something like that. You know, it's not how I want to live my life. You know, that's not what I was expecting. You know, when I signed up for this. So it hurts inside.
Minus the injury, I mean, everything went pretty much how you thought it would, right?
Not according to what I thought. I had no idea how I would go, but it went to my favor, yeah. And I would say training went flawlessly. Every single workout, I worked as hard as I could possibly work smart. I think the only way I could work any harder is if I was taking steroids. So I think that I was working as hard as smart, and I was very happy with training camp. Weight cut was perfect. I was the first person to get in there. Everything was flawless. So training went well.
Yeah, I mean, you just took out a two-time champion like it was nothing, man. So I hope that injury doesn't keep you out for too much longer.
I got a lot to think about.
Yeah.
Michael, obviously you've had a number of hand injuries over the past in your career. Is there any indication whether this one is any more severe or any less severe than any of the injuries you've had before with your hands?
No, I mean, I'm not a doctor, you know, but I do know what my body feels like, and I know what these ones felt like. My last one that I had, like, they showed the X-rays on the screen before the fight of my hand, and this one feels exactly like that one. And that one was the worst one. This one feels identical, so that sucks. So I'm positive I'm gonna need surgery. You know, woohoo! You know, it's just. I mean, I'm super glad they're gonna pay for it. You know, but yeah, it's just you never hope that happens.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, this is one of the biggest wins you've had over your whole career, and the first knockout you've had in a number of years. I believe 2011, 2012 was the last time you scored a knockout, and over a big guy like Dantes.
Yeah.
Is this really where you feel like maybe it's time to walk away into the sunset with a big win, or are you still targeting one of the world champion, Darian Caldwell, even though he's moving up to featherweight to fight?
I've never been like, I have to be the champ. I have to get this guy. I've said it before that I don't know what media requirements that Bellator will have of me. I don't know what the life would look like if I was their champion. Everybody wants to be champion, but I don't exactly know how much they'd want me to fight. I don't know how much they'd want me to talk or how much they want me to travel. I can't say anything about it because I don't know anything about it. I've never been it, so I'm not like, I have to do it right now. You know, that's never been on my mind. Always what's been on my mind is just to do my absolute best every single day and fight whoever I can, you know. And like for example, you know, so people thought that it was ridiculous for me to say I didn't watch any tape at all on Eduardo Dantes. Zero, you know. Oh, is that why she's gonna, you know? Oh, it's scary, you know. Apparently it worked out, you know. And kind of the same thing with me thinking about like I don't think about, you know, I have to be the champion. Every day I have to do the best I can do today, and that's all I think about.
Go ahead.
So being a man of God, you just kind of, like you said, you prepare to the best of your ability, and then you just let your faith take over?
I do. Literally, like that moment. So this is pretty cool. So two simultaneous moments are happening at the same time, one with me and one with my wife. My wife's at home, literally on her knees praying for me, spiritually battling for me while I am physically battling, praying to God, and God says, Rachel, I want you to give it to me. I want you to give it to me and just trust me with whatever's going to happen. And literally, it happened exactly like this. My wife says, okay, God, in tears, I give it up. Whatever you have for your glory. At that second, her mom screams out loud, oh my gosh, he won! And at the same time, in me, while I'm squaring up with Dantes, me and him are a little bit hesitant to get on each other, and I hear God say to me, I command you not to be afraid. If you want to go forward, you go forward. You don't hesitate for this guy. I command you not to be afraid. And at that moment, I said, okay, whew, boom, and he got knocked out. At the exact same time, I was praying that, and my wife was praying that at the exact same time.
And then real quick, man, you got to see the replay of the injury. Is that one of the more gruesome injuries, or maybe the worst injury you've ever seen?
I don't know about the worst. I mean, I've seen some pretty bad injuries, but I do feel bad for the guy, you know. And that's another thing, you know. I'm supposed to be celebrating, and this guy might I'm supposed to be happy. I potentially just ruined this guy's life, you know. I mean, I hope he's going to be fine. I hope he can recover, you know. I'm no stranger to surgeries, you know, and hopefully that he'll get a good surgeon and be repaired too. But yeah, there's a lot going on in these things, man. I mean, both of us. I mean, 1 minute, I think he landed one glancing jab on my forehead, and I think I only landed like one punch on his head before he broke his ankle, you know. And yet here I am, like limping around, broken hand. He's got a broken ankle. This is a crazy sport, man.
Yeah, it was a chaotic 40-some seconds.
Yeah,
sure.
I think it was I think the total time was 58 seconds when the ref stopped it. So I mean, it's just ridiculous sport.
I know it's only your second fight with Bellator, but can you just talk about the transition a little bit from the UFC to Bellator? I know you were a little bit frustrated with the UFC before you left.
Yeah, I mean that's well documented, that whole thing that happened between me and Sean, and I would still consider Sean Shelby a friend. You know, it's just business. It's how it happens. I understand he's looking out for his best interests, and I have to look out for the interest of my family, you know, and I didn't see eye to eye. It's okay. But coming here to Bellator, it has been a lot more freedom, and that's been cool. You know, I get to wear what I want. I have my own sponsors. I've never had any hesitation about my Christian walkout songs or anything like that, or when somebody asks me a question, just me answering honestly. You know, if it's not the hyping question or answer that they were expecting, I never have been asked to change my answer, so that's nice.
Last question, guys. Anything?
So I know you said that you need to do some thinking and all of that, but if you do come back with the division kind of cloudy right now with the champion up at featherweight with James Gallagher and Joe Tomingo and all those guys, where do you see yourself in this division? Do you think you deserve a title shot next, or do you think there should be another fight coming?
They're gonna make like horrible memes about me and put it all on Facebook. I know they are, because I don't even know who those guys are. You know, I don't even know what they look like. I've never seen one of their fights. I honestly, honest to God, what I do, I mean, the extent of my fights is on like rare occasion, maybe once every 3 years, I'll watch a fight hanging out with some good friends I care about, or seeing the fights here. You know, that's my extent of watching these fights. And I have no idea how I stack up against them, but I know that I'm doing my best I can every single day. God calls me to do my best in everything I do, and that's what I've been doing.
Awesome. Thanks, Michael.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.